What's up, everybody? It's Marion. I am working on starting out our series on how to spend $500 a year on groceries. Now, in doing this, I've had so much help from so many people that I can't dare to start putting names out there because I will forget someone very important. So please check out the groups. Off-grid survival, off-grid wilderness living, off-grid wilderness living. Check out the groups, the Pathfinder Learning Center. Check out all of the Facebook groups that you can on off-grid wilderness living, and you will learn so much. All of them have been so inspirational. I will not dare put out names because I'm going to get in trouble. So let's talk about the budget and how to pull this off. So I'm going to put you here for a second. I hope I'm not giving anybody vertigo, but okay, don't fall. All right, I'm going to put this here for a second. And I want to talk to you about some things that you want to do, some tools that you're going to need to scavenge and try to get for free so that your money can go just for staples. What you want to do is this. Clean out your refrigerator. Every single jar of every single size you can possibly get your hands on, put them there. These jars are going to be used for making sprouts. Right now, in today's scavenge that I did of a few friends' refrigerators, I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 15 jars. This would be more than enough to have different types of sprouts. Now what you want to do is take these jars. You want to do a preliminary wash. Stick them in the hottest water that you can stand, with some soap and 2 capfuls of bleach. Sit them in water, let them sit. Slosh them around, let them sit. Let them sit for about 30 minutes until everything is dead. Then rinse them out. Let them drain. Make some boiling water with your coffee machine or on a stove or whatever, and put them back in the sink again and cover them in boiling water and let them sit there. It's a little overkill, but I promise you, you're going to want these jars to be as close to sterile as possible. And try to get a few different sizes. A few small things that used to be salsa. I got a itty bitty thing that used to be artichokes, and take those because you're going to use those to make sprouts, which later on when we start the series, I'll be showing you how to do that. Sprouts are going to be something that's going to provide you green vegetables when you can't grow anything. Now, also another thing that you want to grab. You want to be able to get your hands on every single clean 5-gallon bucket that you can get. If you can get them for free, get them for free. Those buckets are going to be used to store our dry goods. They're going to be used to grow a few small vegetables that we see. Try to scavenge buckets and try to scavenge jars, particularly from my urban friends who might not be familiar with these. There's one jar that if you can get them, they're like gold. These are called mason jars. What makes them great is that they have a seal with a lid that screws down. You can can your own food if you have this jar with this seal and this lid. Now, you can buy new seals from Walmart for very cheap. This is a Ball brand. Guard these with your life. These are like gold, because what we'll do is whenever we're blessed with produce of any kind, we want to store that produce for longer than it will keep without having to use refrigeration. Again, later in the year, when we start talking about conserving food and taking food sources that don't fit in the 500, because there's ways. God's gonna bless you. He's gonna bless you with more than what you need. You just gotta know when you get it, how to take care of it. So you want to start getting these. Get as many of these as you can. Flea markets, thrift stores. Look for the ball mason jars of any kind. This is a Golden Harvest ball sells mason jars, and they come in pint, quart, and I think half-gallon sizes. You want to get those. If you have 30 of your regular pickle jars of one size, of different sizes, and you got about 24 to 30 of these or more, you can do a lot as far as taking food that you run into. Like, for example, if you go to a farmer's market and there's dunnage where there's apples that are like so jacked up, they're jacked up, they're brown, or they don't want to load their truck, so you get it at a hyper discount. Well, you can get a lot of vegetables and fruit at one time, and you can, with these mason jars, can them. You can can them. So it's all about, if you're gonna live on a very, 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 very low budget for food, you don't want to have to suffer. You just want to be able to do some prep items. So, kind of forgive me for the rant. Forgive me for the rant. We got to make sure that, in order to make this budget work, you got to do some prep items. I'm actually, I kind of got some criticism, really, really bad, from a couple of guys on a few Facebook groups, kind of calling me out of my name, saying I'm using people, and I want to address that right here. I'm living this. This $500 a year thing, I'm living this. What I'm showing you guys, I'm actually doing. So I hope that it's a blessing to somebody that's going through a similar situation. Listen, you can make it. No matter what you go through financially, you can make it. God gave you one of the greatest computers in the world. It's right here. You can make it. The resources are out there for you. It's going to take some digging, and it's going to take being non-conventional. But you can do it. God loves you. God will do it. Love y'all. Hit me up on the Facebook group. Hope to hear from y'all. Bye.